Imagine this. You've finally escaped a toxic marriage, thinking the nightmare's over. But then your ex starts using your kids as pawns in their endless game of control. Sound familiar? If you're nodding right now, feeling that knot in your stomach from the constant worry about what they're whispering to your little ones, stick around, because today we're flipping the script on that chaos. We're talking about 15 real, battle-tested ways to stop a narcissist from controlling your children after divorce. And trust me, by the end, you'll feel armed and ready to protect what matters most. Before we dive in, please take a moment to subscribe, but only if you genuinely find value in what I do here. Let's tackle this together. You know that sinking feeling when you pick up your child after a weekend with your ex, and they come back distant, repeating phrases that sound straight out of your ex's mouth, like, "Dad doesn't really care about us"? It's heartbreaking, isn't it? That confusion in their eyes, the way they start questioning your every move, it's not just frustrating, it's soul-crushing. You're left second-guessing yourself, wondering if you're overreacting or if this is really damaging them long-term. And the worst part? You feel alone in this fight, like no one truly gets how sneaky and relentless a narcissistic ex can be, turning innocent moments into weapons to keep their grip on your life. But here's the shift. What if instead of drowning in that pain, you had a clear path to reclaim your power and give your kids the stability they deserve? That's exactly what these 15 ways deliver. A roadmap from desperation to empowerment, drawn from countless parents who've walked this road and come out stronger. I've dug into expert advice from family therapists and survivor stories that show real results, like reduced anxiety in kids and fewer court battles. And the unfair advantage here? It's mastering something most skip, the quiet strength of detachment that starves the narcissist of their fuel, while you build an unbreakable bond with your children. First off, let's lock down those boundaries like a fortress. No more face-to-face chats or heated phone calls that give them ammo to twist your words. Picture Sarah, a mom who used to dread every drop-off, her heart racing as her ex bombarded her with accusations right there in the driveway. She switched to email-only communication, and suddenly, the drama dialed way down. She could respond calmly, on her terms, without the emotional ambush. If your ex is the type who forgets pickup times or springs last-minute changes, this is your shield. Then get obsessive about documentation. Every text, every late arrival, jot it down in a dedicated app or journal. It's not just busy work. It's your proof when things escalate. Like when Sarah pulled out her logs in court and watched the judge side with her for once. And if manipulation ramps up, don't hesitate to seek legal tweaks, like supervised visits or modified custody. Rumors in family law circles suggest more courts are waking up to narcissistic tactics. But always frame it as protecting the kids, not punishing your ex. Reports claim some parents have turned the tide this way, regaining peace without endless fights. But that's just the foundation. What comes next flips the dynamic entirely. Now, embrace parallel parenting, where you focus solely on your time with the kids, ignoring what happens on their watch, unless it's harmful. Think of Mike, a dad who felt like he was losing his son to his ex's lavish bribes and bad-mouthing. He stopped reacting to the provocations and poured his energy into creating fun, consistent routines at home. No more competing, just being the steady rock his boy needed. Empower your children early by teaching them about feelings in simple ways. Like, it's okay to love both parents, but you don't have to choose sides. Mike shared books on emotions with his son, and over time, the boy started spotting the guilt trips himself, saying things like, "Dad, that doesn't feel right." Keep an eagle eye on signs of manipulation too, withdrawal, sudden anger, or parroting adult criticisms, and address them gently without trashing your ex. Building a support network is gold here. Join groups for divorced parents, or get a therapist who gets narcissism, like the one specializing in high-conflict co-parenting. Mike found an online community where stories mirrored his, and it gave him strategies that cut conflicts by half, proving you're not alone in this. And here's where it gets even more powerful, leading us straight into the heart of reclaiming control. Master emotional detachment, the gray rock technique, where you become as uninteresting as a stone, giving short, factual responses that deny them the reaction they crave. Remember Sarah from earlier? She used this during a heated email exchange about school events, replying only with dates and times, no opinions or defenses. Her ex's rants fizzled out because there was no fuel. Tie that to rock-solid routines for your kids, same bedtime, same rules, creating a safe haven that contrasts any chaos elsewhere. Never badmouth your ex in front of them. It backfires, making kids feel torn. Instead, model kindness and strength, showing them healthy ways to handle tough people. Encourage critical thinking by asking open questions like, "How did that make you feel?" or "What do you think about that?" It plants seeds of independence, so they question manipulations on their own. Sarah watched her daughter blossom, confidently sharing her thoughts without fear, and it was like seeing the clouds part after years of storm. But hold on, because the final pieces seal the transformation in ways you might not expect. Prioritize your own self-care, therapy, exercise, whatever recharges you, because a drained parent can't fight effectively. Mike hit rock bottom with exhaustion until he started journaling his wins, small as they were, and it rebuilt his resilience. Involve pros for the kids, like counselors trained in family dynamics, to unpack any confusion without you playing therapist. And plan for the long haul. Teach boundaries early, like you can say no if something feels off, preparing them for life beyond this mess. There are whispers in support circles about how kids raised this way often break the cycle, growing into empathetic adults who spot red flags miles away. It's not always smooth. Some parents share unverified tales of exes escalating with false claims, but framing everything as what we've heard keeps perspective. You've just walked through the trenches of post-divorce narcissism, from the gut-wrenching pain of seeing your kids caught in the crossfire to the empowering shift of these 15 strategies that restore your control and their innocence. Remember, it's about parallel paths, iron boundaries, and that quiet detachment that starves the chaos. What if applying just one today changes everything? Hit that like if this resonated. Subscribe for more real talk on breaking free from toxic dynamics. And drop in the comments which way you're trying first. Let's build each other up. Your kids are watching, and so is your future self, prouder than ever. You've just walked through the trenches of post-divorce narcissism, from the gut-wrenching pain of watching your kids caught in the middle to the empowering shift of 15 strategies that put you back in control. Here's the truth. You don't need to win every battle with your ex to protect your children. What matters most is that you stay steady, consistent, and grounded. Every calm reply, every routine you create, every moment you teach your kids to think for themselves. It's building a foundation that no manipulation can shake. Think about this. Children don't remember every fight or accusation. They remember how safe they felt with you, how predictable their home was, and how you responded when things got tough. That's what shapes their future. And when they're older, they'll know who showed up for them, not with words, but with actions. If you feel like progress is slow, remember that these changes add up over time. What looks like small wins today, a peaceful drop-off, a child speaking their feelings without fear, a night where you finally slept without stress, those are signs that the tide is turning. Don't dismiss them. Those small shifts are how you break free from the cycle and teach your kids resilience. And if you're struggling, that doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're in the middle of the fight. Healing and stability aren't instant, but every step you take shows your children that chaos doesn't win when calm, steady love is in the room. Stay tuned, because in the next video we're going even deeper. I'll be breaking down exactly how narcissists manipulate children during custody battles and the specific countermoves you can use to stop it in its tracks. You don't want to miss that one. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.